Fox News host Tucker Carlson has a message for the CDC. Leave our chickens alone.
CDC is warning Americans about chickens, and we're quoting now, "Don't kiss or snuggle backyard poultry and don't eat or drink around them," end quote. Now that raises the question, who are these chicken touchers out there that the CDC is concerned about? And we're not judging as we ask that, we just would like to know. Are there people in this country who snuggle chickens? There are. And again, not judging, we found one. Here she is. Tara, thanks so much for coming on. Oh, that's a good-looking bird.
Me.
So how do you... It feels like you've been singled out by the CDC for criticism. How does that feel?
You know, I'm not a huge fan of it because I've been handling chickens since I was about 4 years old, and I've been kissing them, snuggling them, shoving my face in them, and I'm fine. People around me are fine, and I don't see a problem with it.
I mean, you're living the way people used to live. I mean, human beings have a long history with poultry. It's a domesticated animal, right? Why do you think there's the concern now? Why are they coming after you now, the CDC?
I think that maybe they're just looking for something else to control, and I'm not a huge fan, and I don't support it. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep loving on my birds and showing them my affection.
Chicken toucher. Yeah. Chicken toucher. Chicken Tucker, even. Oof. What was this? How is this segment even real? What is reality right now? I don't understand what the hell I just watched. This is both, it's incredibly silly, kind of hilarious, but there's a little bit of an insidious component to it as well. All right, but first, chickens. Chicken. This reminds me of a South Park episode where they're looking for the chicken lover, or, well, in this case, chicken enthusiast. Okay, but really, look, I know people who have chickens. I know people who raise chickens. There's nothing wrong with raising chickens. Eggs, meat, whatever, or they just want to raise, chickens for whatever reasons, sustainability. Okay, I don't care. Oh, totally fine. Totally fine. Do some people want to treat their chickens as pet? Oh, obviously. But there's a history of people treating non-pets as pets. And you say, oh, how dare you? Your chickens are your baby. Chickens are my babies. Chickens are my pet. Yeah, but they're not an inside pet. They're an outside pet. All right? Or whatever. They're an outside animal. What the CDC is doing is saying, hey, don't make out with your chickens. That's it. And of course, common sense stuff, as in, you should wash your hands for 20 seconds after contact with the birds or related supplies, and should not allow children under 5 to touch the birds because of salmonella. Basically, hey, if you lick your chicken, you could get salmonella. And what's more, well, I mean, if you lick raw chicken or uncooked chicken, which would be a live chicken, just saying. And so, yeah, there is that possibility of salmonella. In fact, one expert says if you're going to snuggle them close to your face or mouth, you probably ought to wash your face and brush your teeth just to prevent any cross-contamination from those birds. And then goes on to add, chickens aren't dirty animals by any means, but they naturally have a lot of bacteria around their bodies. All right, hey, look, that's fair. Makes sense. Seems rather self-explanatory. Pretty simple. Okay, don't kiss your birds. And if you do, well, then wash your hands and, wash yourself off to make sure that you don't get sick. Now, as with a lot of guidelines, it's really common sense. And again, it is a guideline. Doesn't mean you have to do it. You're not going to have the government coming to your house and ripping the chicken from your arms. Okay, that's not going to happen. So if you want to snuggle with them, go ahead. Don't be surprised if possibly you get sick. You might get sick, you might not. Hey, different strokes for different folks, I guess, right? And here's the rub, and I don't mean a dry Montreal, okay? This is Tucker Carlson's, and to get a little serious now, this is Tucker Carlson's way, I think, of undermining and attacking the CDC without openly doing it. Oh, most people will look at that and be like, ha, chicken lover. Yeah, chicken lover. Yeah, okay, that's funny, move on. But really, when you look at it, the undertones, I mean, kind of suggest like, look at how ridiculous CDC recommendations are. They're stupid and bad, and you should ignore them, especially when it comes to masks or vaccines. I mean, he had been openly attacking masks and vaccines anyway. But now, apparently, he's found a way to do it without getting people, you know, alarmed even more than they already are. So, I don't know. That's just what I see. Maybe I'm wrong, but to me, it doesn't seem like it's a coincidence that he took this opportunity to bring on a so-called chicken enthusiast. Which, look, the whole. By the way, the whole control thing. She's like, I think it's just a way for the CDC to control somebody. I was gonna say before that, all right, hey, do you chicken person, chicken enthusiast, whatever. You know, God bless, right? Then after that, I was like, she kind of crazy. Not good. Not good at all. But yeah. Using this, I think, is a vehicle to attack the CDC, you know, and especially over something is not controversial as them saying, please don't like kiss your chickens. Just because, you know, like, come on. We know what Tucker Carlson's about. We know he's not dumb. In fact, his biggest downfall, I think, is how much smarter he thinks he is compared to the rest of us. When in fact, of course, a lot of us, most of us, see right through him in his little act. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.